What is going on, guys? We are back for another DSP video, and today we are looking at DSP wage quitting a demo. That's right, that is right, the bar is so low that he's wage quitting demos now. The absolute failure in Dead Rising Remastered. His chat turns against him, support is dwindling, and DSP is descending into madness that even Lovecraft could not write about. But first we have this here. So we have Nerd Brew, from Patty to Fatty, and we see Bigfoot, and we also see DSP, and he compares both of them how they walk. And Chompy adds on to it, I can only describe DSP's posture as a 3-year-old that just realized he shit himself while not trying to spill his juice cup. Then we have Meowblock, who shows off a kid picture of DSP in South Park, and then an adult version of DSP in South Park, and my god, look at those moobs right there. Then up-and-comer Detractor, Fawny, the Detractor who collects all the bags that DSP does, counts them up, says how many he has per stream, says he's inspired by Piece of Peace, and not only is he going to track the bags, he's going to start a bag track spreadsheet. Still a work in progress. Then DSP decided to go in Kino Casino's chat, and we have name placeholder. FYI, this is only 10% of Phil's messages. He is DERICH in their streams. He spams retardation. Then look at all the messages in the chat from DSP. My god. He was there 6 hours, constantly spamming, notice me PPP, notice me Andy, because he needs that money. He really does. Then we have this from That Being Said. DSP was a very busy boy, and he's going to go over some of the chat interactions DSP had in Kino Casino's chat.
You guys ready? I promise you not. Let's go. I gotta push the button again. But don't worry. I'll get to the mentions of the streamers, Triple P and Andy. I have made a special page for that. So let's get to that page real quick here. And this is all the times that Triple P and Andy talked about DSP on their stream. Oh no. What? That can't be right. Oh no. Where's my fucking button? Oh no.
Then we have Snort Monster Gout Pig, Derek Side Phil. And then we see this message here. JFC, this is sad. He is doing what Derek did, and for 6 hours screaming, notice me senpai. And then during his pre-stream, DSP said this quote, I'm a very busy person. And then Poems Josh points this out. Spend 6 hours in Kino Casino chat. And then we have this from High Strong. They're getting sick of DSP, of course referring to Kino Casino.
At least Phil's still gonna be in chat to watch this with us. It's gonna make it so much better.
Yeah, we're not gonna want to hang ourselves.
No, not at all. Phil's gonna make it all worthwhile for us, guys. We're all gonna get to interact with Dark Side Phil for 4 hours.
Then DSP has the art of taking something that should be 5 seconds long and stretching it to 5 hours. And Kino Casino is out in the open about it. Let's hear what they have to say about Phil and his stretched out conversations.
I don't know what his problem was.
She really knows how to take an answer and
I know.
stretch it out.
It's like Dark Side Phil level filibustering.
Yeah, it's just
To say as little as humanly possible. It is a real talent. Sometimes I wish I could filibuster like that, but I'm just too entertaining, just too charismatic. The casino could never.
I just clap.
Ever. Well,
I clap and let it move on.
You have the negative clap.
The negative clap, you know. No, I mean like Like you say what has to be say. I clap. We move on. She yaps. It's like
He's
Yeah.
Yappuccinoing.
Yappuccino.
But he always had this
Now think about what Andy just said about the clapping, and think back to when DSP would talk and Andy would clap. That's all you need to know right there. Then we have this from Burger Turkey, my contribution to the cause. And we see Drunkside Phil here. Go, Jasper. Kitty. Go out and beg. To the extreme. And then we see Jasper Sonic. I will. Thank you, Father. Of course, this is a reference, obviously, to Sonic and Chris Chan. And look at all those dirty spots on Phil's pants. And look at his gout foot, too. I remember all the times DSP said, buying games early, giving extra money for early access is stupid. It's a scam. People need to wake up and stop doing it. Well, guess what, guys? DSP has purchased the early edition of Silent Hill 2 so he can get those day one views, dude. Definitely not a hypocrite. Not at all. And if that wasn't enough, it looks like we might be getting to Silent Hill 2 Overload. It would be hilarious if Silent Hill absolutely bombs for him. Remember when he tried to do this for Final Fantasy earlier in the year? And he had like 5 out of 6 days were all Final Fantasy. And then every single stream just bombed. Glorious. Just glorious. From Sunday, DSP is playing Silent Hill 2 for several streams, reacting to his playthrough of Silent Hill, and one stream of WWE Champions and MVC. Great variety. Then remember how he would cut up his streams, so he'd have one stream for a pre-stream, one stream for his gameplay, and then a third stream for his late night game stream? Guess what, guys? It's over. Too much work for him. And get this. He says because he did it that way, he was losing viewers. And nobody was really supporting. Attendance was down because they didn't realize it was a separate stream. I'm sure that's the reason, Phil. I'm sure that's it. Then he was asking people, who should I interview? And one person suggested Blabs from Side Scrollers. And of course, DSP is still butthurt over Craig, and he says, Blabs is a right-wing tryhard, and all somebody wanted was for him to invite her on so they could talk about Harry Potter. But stupid, he's married. Now we have Dick Stroke and Phil vlogs, and this is a quote from DSP. As you can see, we're back around the levels before the Kino Casino collab. So the redemption arc is over, Phil? Then DSP went on to declare, now that he has a gaming PC, he wants to go back to Fallout London, but also, he wants to play Fallout 1 and 2. I can't wait for that. I honestly want him to play that, because he is so dumb, he will never be able to figure that out, and his audience won't be able to hold his hand throughout it. It will be glorious. So much salt. Then DSP went on to complain that The Sims 4 was still making content, saying that the franchise was dead. Nobody really plays it. Nobody cares about The Sims. And then he went on to say this quote, it is the same Sims game, but just with different outfits. Phil Burnell, September 3rd, 2024. Yes, just like WWE Champions, and Otter puts out a picture of WWE Champions as zombies. Then Otter as well with this thought here. Is it my imagination, or is DSP getting far fewer viewers post the KC boost than he had before this arc? Seems like he's down maybe 100 to 200 every stream. And Darksea to Flow. Yes, I noticed that too. His views are actually lower than they used to be. Even his drama videos are doing poorly. And this is something I pointed out even as far back as early August. Because he kept putting the Kino viewers over his core audience. And he kept doing things for them he told his core audience he would never do. And he can't do. And that turned them off. So they left. And then the Kino viewers left. So he just left with whatever's left of that core audience. Better pick up the slack, Ryan. Then DSP still, to this day, thinks he's still popular on YouTube. And it's all turned around. He's still having his redemption arc. And he says, I'm popular now. And then you can see, started streaming 2 hours ago, 203 people watching. Now about 3 or 4 weeks ago, he had between 500 and 800 people watching. He is now back, down to 203 people. And look at that, $42 out of 150. And of course, what happens when tips are low, support's low? Drama time, dude. And in a moment of pure irony, DSP went on to say that Cog is obsessed with him. He's like a girl that won't leave him alone. Cog is obsessive and like a stalker. The quite funny thing about this one here is that right after this, he started talking about LTG and how he kept messaging him and LTG won't answer him, and how he kept talking about LTG and RTU. Maybe LTG and Stuttering Craig need some help fending off your creepy advances, DSP. After all, you kept bringing them up in exactly the same way. You even DM LTG at 2:16 when you're in bed with Kat. That's pretty odd for a happily married man. He's also, keep in mind, going in Kino Casino's chat while she's asleep as well. Then Darcy DePhil with an observation. DSP is slowly going back to how he was before Kino collab, and he points this out. Is it just me, or is Felted going away slowly as he loses confidence? Is this because his boyfriends didn't call him as soon as they got back in town? Then we always knew this was true, but look at that. DSP literally is a dickhead. Then we get to the metaphor demo stream, and guess what, guys? Another JRPG, another low supported stream, and DSP doesn't understand why. It's almost like he didn't learn from the past years that nobody wants to watch you play these games, Phil. Nobody wants to watch you in general, but especially JRPGs or RPGs. And Duty puts this out. Panic sinks in. Beg alert.
Minutes left on the stream. If you're enjoying, please support the stream in some way. If you could like the stream and get it to 100 likes by the end of the stream, that would be amazing. We're at 68 right now. Outside of that, anything is appreciated. Super chats, super stickers, memberships, gifted memberships, or tips. Guys, it would be great to at least hit 50 by the end of the stream. At this rate, there is absolutely no way I can play this game. I can't. How am I going to play the game where every time that I play it, we barely get any viewers and no one supports it? So, I'm sorry. I liked the game, but I don't know what else to say. Resume exploring. You know, I like the game. I would like to play it and enjoy the story and enjoy the combat and the visuals, but for some reason, my modern streaming audience doesn't pay attention.
Now, something I will point out here. Listen to how he sounds. He sounds defeated. Remember like 2 or 3 weeks ago? He was sniffing his own farts. He was cocky. He had all the energy going. He thought he could go at anyone. Remember his energy during the Craig interview? During Keemstar? During June the King? But slowly but surely, all that confidence is being broken down. And he's going back to the DSP before the Kino Casino collab. Then again, money wasn't there. So he's like, I'm gonna drop this. I don't want to play this anymore. Wage quit the demo. And then someone calls him out saying, why would you wage quit this? You wage quit a lot of games. And we have Plop. Why stop at just 3? Also quit this year. System Shock Remake. Star Wars Outlaws. Hades 2. Little Kitty Big City. I think he actually beat that though. Dodonko Island with Kat. Mike Klumdock. Interview with Craig. So 10 things this year that you've quit. I'm not quitting. You're just not used to me quitting. Right.
Someone tipped $2 and says, you quit a lot of high-profile games this year. No, I did not. That's completely false. I did not quit a lot of high-profile games. I play an insane amount of games. And because I quit 2 or 3, that's not a lot. That's just, you're not used to that. Because my old methodology used to be just play a game to the end even if people don't care about it. But now I've changed my methodology to play what people want. See? Did they say, you quit Final Fantasy VII Rebirth? Correct, because we didn't have 200 people on a stream and everyone on the stream was disengaged and told me to stop playing it. Dragon's Dogma 2? Correct, because people weren't attending the streams and told me to stop playing it. Black Myth Wukong? Correct, because we had less than 300 viewers a stream. People were saying it was incredibly boring and it actually killed a 41 streak.
And of course, he is always the voice of reason. Dick Stroke and Phil Vlogs. Phil, let's be real. It's not JRPGs that are the problem. It's the fact that your gameplay, when you're not raging at something, is boring as shit. Just give up with gaming. It's no longer the early 2010s. Drama stream full time or WWE Champion streams all day, every day. Then we have this message from his chat, from the user, I love you. For someone who relies on donations this much, how haven't you thought of better ideas than putting on hats and vests? Then someone gives him a suggestion. Just a suggestion, every time you hit a stream goal of 150, you should have a detractor's own count and replace the king streak since things have been going back to normal, as you said. Then one of my favorite things that YouTube implemented this year is the AI chat summaries, and these are auto-generated as well. Viewers are discussing whether DSP genuinely loves his wife and cat, and speculating that the relationship may not be as positive as it seems. They mention that DSP may pretend to love them in order to maintain a public image. Then you can bet this got banned really quickly from Jack. I saw you pull the Rey Mysterio card on your Down from the Rafters account. Congrats. And then it was official. DSP has rage quit Metaphor because he didn't make enough money. Then we have Mr. Double O. I don't get it. Why is support dramatically decreased over the past few days? And what a stroke of irony here. Piece of Peace was gifted a membership by Perry the White. Thanks, Kirk. Then it looks like, even though the support's not there, he's not making his goals, someone is paying to viewbot him. As you can see, a second dose of remastered zombie goodness. DSP Gaming, 46,000 people watching. But it did not end there. There we go, 137,578 people watching. You will never, ever, ever, ever genuinely see that number for real people, Phil. And of course, DSP had to pin this in his chat. FYI, the detractor trolling in my streams continue. So please, do not bring up Viewbotting, bots in chat, or anything, as that's what they want. You'll be moderated if you do. Thanks. Of course, every DSP stream has to start with him messing around with the settings, cause it's something he can't do offline, dude. Turns on no BGM option for streamers. 60 seconds later, why is there no music? This is your brain on gin, kids. Don't be like DSP. So now it's time to see how he actually does in the game. Now keep in mind, this game has been dumbed down a lot for modern audiences from the original. The enemies are easier, especially the psychopaths. Let's see how DSP does in Dead Rising Remastered.
This is ridiculous. He grabbed me right through my weapon. Oh my lord, they all just grabbed me right through the weapons. Yeah, I had the chainsaw and I dropped it, so I never got to use it. It's stupid. I forgot about that, how easy it is to just drop the weapons you have. Look, right there, I just dropped it again, even though I'm blatantly swinging into the zombie standing in front of me. The game says I can't hit the guy. It's a really frustrating control scheme. Oh, I want that. He's grabbing my nuts again. Look, he's trying to suck me on. Dance of Love. Is that what he said? Of Love. Anything in here? Nothing, right? No signs. No good weapons for that, I can see. That's the worst, when you're in the middle of a zombie apocalypse and the zombies just try to start sucking you off right in the middle of the mall. Come on, man. Be respectable. Oh, isn't there some good stuff in here? I think there is. I think there's some good stuff. Wait, isn't this the weapon shop? Oh, boy. What? I was swinging. I'm about to die. I have no health. I got a katana. I kind of want to drop the magazine. Seriously, because I don't think it's any good.
Yeah.
Now I'm bald. What's this? Cleaver? Hunting knife. I was pressing... I swear to you, I was pressing the button to attack, and I died. Shit! Get out of here! Wow. was a PP opportunity there, but I didn't get it. Oh, just a ball?
Jeez.
Oh shit! Oh, I got body slam.
Then DSP went on to say, "Viewbotting me like this must be hundreds of dollars. It's not cheap." Exactly how do you know that, Phil? Then DSP got confused in Dead Rising despite multiple playthroughs, despite it being easy to navigate, despite yellow paint. DSP is asking for help how to progress in Dead Rising because he's confused. His chat had to tell him where to go. Then DSP, in a dumb thought, said that Frank West in Dead Rising was based on Dan Aykroyd. Then DSP, being the big brain Burnell, decides not to give weapons to survivors, then complains when they die. He then went on to say the zombies in the remaster were harder than the zombies in the original one, which is 100% wrong. Then Poems Josh brings up an interesting point about the Viewbots. Why didn't you denounce the Viewbots when they started getting gifted memberships a few years ago, Phil? What he's referring to here, I believe it was November 2022, he turned off sub-only mode, and all of a sudden, he got 500, I believe, gifted memberships, and then another 500. And guess what, guys? Thousands of people just happened to come into the stream at the same time to get those memberships. How convenient, Phil. How convenient. And then Poems Josh. DSP's DDS, Duty Deranged Syndrome, is kicking in, and he's implying that his duty or someone he knows viewbotting him. Then if you want another example of how DSP is very bad at this game, let's check out this. The title simply says, "Why would the convicts kill Bert like that?"
They killed Bert. They killed Bert right off the bat. What the fuck? How did he even die? I was with him.
Phil, you're standing right in front of him with a shotgun, you shoot him in the face. I wonder how he died, Phil. Then DSP is playing on PC, and it shows what kind of caveman he is. Dead Rising crashes, error report pops up, and DSP goes on a rant how it's glitched and won't let him do anything, and he can't close it. He finally gets it to close after pressing the big blue button that says, close. Then he got some special moves. One was Lariat. Does Lariat with chainsaw in hand. Chainsaw breaks from usage. Where is it? Where's my chainsaw? It disappeared. Duh. It was right here. I think this game bug makes your weapons disappear whenever you Lariat. Holy shit, this man needs help. And that wasn't the only stream that was viewbotted. MVC, 10,000 people watching. Yeah, right, Phil. And then we have this from Duty. Who's the moron, Phil?
You sent me the code for Dragon Ball. Did you? You did? Thanks. Maybe I can enter it right now. Someone says they had donated the code for Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. And let me see if that works. I'm trying to remember where you redeem codes on Steam. I think you go to store. And then, where do you do this? I've done it before. Oh. Done it before, but now, of course, I can't find it. Redeem a Steam wallet code. Activate a product on Steam. Is it activate a product on... I think it's activate a product on Steam. Okay, so hold on. That's the wrong number right off the bat. Riveting. Yeah. It's a friggin' it's not. It's some bullshit. This guy just gave me a code for bullshit. What a jerk. It is definitely not what he said it was. So it is definitely not what he said it was. He goes, "Hey, I sent a game, you know, a game code. Okay, I enter it in. It's definitely not what he said it was." What a moron. So let me block him. See here. What a moron.
Then I like at the bottom, the legitimizer. Now I want to know what the dude sent him a code for. I have to assume a porn game or something along those lines, lol. I wouldn't be surprised if it's the game The Beggar. There's a game on Steam called The Beggar, and that's probably why he banned him. And of course, the excuse is coming out just like every fighting game, and the chat wasn't having it. We have Chris. Nah, he beat you fair and square. You were jumping back into the range attacks. And guess what, guys? Ban, 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 ban. Gone. Forever. Then we have Bieber Sucks. Left my ass off. No pause.
So what's up, everyone? What are you guys up to tonight? And by the way, earlier today, pretty good support for Dead Rising. We didn't hit the entire goal, but we actually got decent, like it was over $100 in support between super chats, super stickers, and tips. I'm pleased with that. I'm not disappointed. So please, tonight, if you're enjoying yourself, please support the stream in some way. Liking it for engagement is great. Super chats, super stickers, memberships, or gifted memberships would be great because we didn't get many today. And tips, of course, always appreciate it. Was dinner good tonight? Yeah, we had whole wheat pasta with a spicy marinara sauce and some chicken meat.
Then you'll never believe it, guys. He was at $12. The stream was ending, but DSP couldn't let the streak end there. Out of nowhere, he amazingly got a $200 tip, and the message said, "There's nothing better than coming home after a long day of work and watching Phil." Imagine, you have a real job unlike Phil, you bust your ass for like 8 hours, then you take $200 of whatever you made for the day and you give it to Phil while he sits on his ass, gets drunk, and jerks it to Hogan Pics. This to me is 100% a fake tip. Then we have Poems Josh. Right at the part, split, and right as the button settled back off and left him at 297 viewers. A familiar pattern for anyone who's been around for the last few years. And then I'll leave you with a quote from DSP here. "I'm always gonna like pasta because I'm Italian." And that's where we're at right now. If you guys like that, click that like, share the video, leave a comment below, hit subscribe to my other channels on the details of the end cards. And as always, love each and every one of you. Hope you're all safe, healthy, and happy. Peace and love.